Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Mandara Cromwell, inventor of the AMI devices.
I'm Kate Holland, Sound Education Director for SIMA Technology.
We want to welcome you to this exciting world of vibrational medicine with the AMI Acoustic Meridian Intelligence devices.
We are excited to share some basic information with you that will be very helpful to you. And also to let you know that we and our staff members are very open to help you with all of your questions and any other opportunities.
We have a wealth of information which we look forward to providing to you in our 4 tutorial videos for new owners.
In these tutorials, we will provide a lot of necessary information, which we will read to you in order for it to be more concise and easy for you to access.
We do want you to know that in other situations, we are very approachable and love conversing with our owners and students on the fascinating topic of therapeutic sound.
Now we're going to begin with tutorial number 1.
When I invented the AMI devices, I did so from the perspective of acoustic meridian intelligence. Acoustic sound can travel the meridian pathways, the rivers of life in the body, allowing the body's intelligence to utilize the frequencies in the way most suited for its healing.
So now we'll start with an important question. How do you know which channel to use? So as mentioned, our device is not a diagnostic tool. Rather, it is a system that can be used by everyone, private owners and professional healthcare practitioners alike. From our perspective, we must first discover the underlying cause of disease and then begin to dissipate it or reduce it. In our society, most diseases are caused by long-term chronic stress, inflammation, or some form of toxicity. So that's why we list channel 1 as the first channel on the device. Here is how to determine if stress is the most prominent issue for you. Ask yourself or your client, on a scale from 1 to 10, what is your stress number, 10 being the worst? If you or they report a 5 or below, we make the assumption that you must be doing something to manage your stress. So in that case, we decide to use another channel other than channel 1 for the very first part of your protocol.
In our language, a protocol is 2 30-minute channels per day, maximum. Many people are very sensitive in this world due to chronic stress and the burden of unprecedented amounts of toxicity. Therefore, we want to be careful not to overstimulate a body that is most likely challenged on multiple levels. As Kate said, the first part of a 2 channel protocol will always address the underlying cause of disease or the body's first priority in healing. For example, a person may be in severe pain from disease patterns or chronic stress, which has resulted in inflammation and or an inflammatory related disease. If so, we may need to help them with the pain issue first so that functioning in life can be made easier. In a case such as this, we would determine that channel 3 is the first part of the 2 channel protocol, and then channel 2 for the musculoskeletal system would be added.
And as Dr. Cromwell has said, each person can utilize a 2 channel protocol if their healing process is prepared for it. In a 2 channel protocol, we assist the body with the underlying cause of disease and then support the major system of the body that may have been compromised by this cause. The combination of channel 2 for the musculoskeletal system and channel 3 for inflammation is our most successful protocol for long-term chronic pain.
Again, this is general information and can be tailored to address the needs of each individual. Not every person will have time to do 2 30-minute channels per day, nor will they always be necessary. But when the body has been suffering for a while, we may need to use both to affect change in the patterns of disease.
So here is the one thing that must stay consistent. Once the protocol has been determined, it must continue for a full 6 weeks. Some people will respond quickly, meaning their symptoms will reduce or diminish, and they may not want to complete a full 6 weeks. This is, however, extremely important. During a 6 week period, different aspects of the body's health regenerate. We want to make sure that all of the aspects of health are part of this healing process. Our case studies have also shown that clients who complete a 6 week protocol are much less likely to revert back to their symptoms or to poor health habits. For some, the protocol will be one channel per day, alternating between the two channels in the protocol. During the 6 weeks, for others with the more conducive lifestyle, both channels can be done daily. There may be a period of acclimating to the channels and building up to a two-channel protocol.
Another important aspect is devoting your attention to the protocol while you're doing it. For example, you would not want to be using your technology devices of any kind. The power of visualizing the sound working in the body where you need it cannot be overrated. There are multiple studies that show the power of using your thoughts to direct the body's healing energy. The second aspect is allowing the body time to entrain to the healing sound grid we are creating with the channels on the device. Of course, when everyone gets their device and sees 20 channels, the temptation to want to use all of them at once is enormous. And this temptation is not to be adhered to. This is not how the device was designed. And what happens is that what the body needs is to progress through the system of the device and building back health naturally in a unique way that is best for you.
So it would probably be good now to discuss the various ways to utilize the device. Yes, the most common way that you've probably seen is you sit in a chair and you put your feet on it. However, very few people sit in perfect alignment for a full 30 minutes, much less a 60-minute protocol. So we must take care to choose a fully supported chair and make sure that we are not adding stress to the body while we're doing the channels. So the second option is sitting in a chair and putting the device on your lap and then placing your hands on it. Then the sound can move through the portals of your hands.
As mentioned, the device was designed to utilize the meridian pathways, which are a complete system. Both the bottoms of the feet and the palms of the hand are access points to the meridian pathways. It's good to experiment as you are working with all your chosen protocols to see if you have a different experience with the different portals. The main thing to remember is that once you turn on the sound, you are immediately accessing the whole meridian system.
Now, the other choice is to do your session lying down. Most people prefer this if it's available. As a practitioner, you can put your clients on a massage table and have them relax on their backs. And then as a private owner, you can use your session lying down in your bed. If you have a steady headboard, you can prop the device up against it so that the pads are running vertically. You will position yourself much the same as if you were at a massage therapist by placing a pillow or a rolled up blanket underneath your thighs. Then your feet will be able to rest easily on the pads while you are lying on your back. In this case, it is much easier to do two channels back to back if that is a requirement for your particular protocol. You will have to get up between the channels and press start once again for the second channel, as our device is not programmed to run two channels consecutively.
Now let's move on to channel 4 for vitality. We consider both channels 4 and 5 as our wellness channels. Many people have a loss of energy and even love of life in our current society. So before using the wellness channels, we must first determine what are the thieves stealing our vitality. Channel 4 cannot be used to stimulate a body that is struggling with the underlying causes of disease. It was designed to bring the body back to its natural state of being and sustainable energy, not to stimulate an overtired body that needs to identify the cause of the loss of its energy.
So when we look at the system of the AMI 850, we soon discover that there is much to be offered in the way of health-giving energy and preventive techniques. So when people look at the list of channels, they often gravitate to channel 5 because of the title, anti-aging. Dr. Cromwell constructed this channel to support the body's organs and acknowledge that they work in pairs, as taught by Chinese medicine. So when we have the exact frequencies to support these organ pairs, and they are ordered and layered to follow the body's natural function, then we begin to see signs of a natural beauty that comes from within, inspired by health.
So now we have had a look at the first 5 channels. When you are in a good period with your health, the 2 wellness channels can be used to support and elevate your natural state of being. With channels 4 and 5, we usually recommend using them singularly, as for the most part, no second channel is needed. They do need to be utilized for the full 6 weeks.
I also want to point out that when we are using the channels for prevention or to support and maintain good health, they can be used as maintenance programs. For example, after you have finished a 6-week daily protocol, you may want to wean yourself off the channel gently, going from a daily use to perhaps 3 times a week. Other approaches may just be a once a week or every other week usage if you are doing the channels for prevention. We will speak more about this as we look at channels 6 through 10, which are designed to support each of the major systems of the body.
Thank you for choosing to watch this important video. We want everyone to have the optimum use of the device, both in times of health and health challenges.
So please don't hesitate to forward any questions about this material that you have just seen, and we will be happy to receive them at info@symatechnologies.com. Thank you for joining us.